probably about 30 more seconds to work on your bell work, and then we're gonna go over it. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the bell work afterwards. I'm gonna tell you some extra things that I didn't ask about yet, but it'll be fun.
Look, Tay just said,
I know, it's so cute.
that looks cute.
Alright. So I saw some of you guys had the answer, some of you were working on it still. The way that I would approach this question is I would look at what it tells you. So it says students recorded the amount of minutes they spent on homework last night. Here are the results. So then I look at what the question's asking me, and it says how many students are in the class. This is called a histogram. And the way that this one works is it has categories or bins. So like if you look on the y-axis of your graph, it has 0 to 9 right here. That would be your first bin. And that's just so anybody who's in that category there spent 0 to 9 minutes on their homework last night. And the way that you can tell how many people are in that category is on your y-axis. So the bar goes up to number 1. So that means that one person spent 0 to 9 minutes on their homework last night. And then you can do the same thing looking at the next category, 10 to 19. And then, so 10 to 19 is the next category. And then it goes up to 4 on the y-axis. So that means there were 4 students that spent 10 to 19 minutes. So can anybody tell me how many students spent 20 to 29 minutes? 3. Because that's where it goes on the y-axis. And then what about 30 to 39? 2. 40 to 49? 2. And then 50 to 59? 0. Because there's not even a bar there. Perfect. And then how about 60 to 69 minutes? 1. So when we add up all of those numbers, what do we get? 13. So that means there's 13 students in the class. So, perfect. So we talked about bins. We talked about the axes, what they represent. Do you guys have any questions?
No.
Alright. Gonna move on then. We're moving on to our thinking question.
We'll go into random groups.
We're gonna do our random groups first.
It's kind of like people for random groups. Look how many people is even.
I know, our random groups, we're gonna have groups of 4 today instead of 3 because there aren't that many of you.
We're doing 30 minutes of it, though, right?
But
Terry.
yeah, so we're gonna do our random groups.
Okay.
I think you guys are gonna like what we do today though.
I think so too. Miss King always plans good lessons for you guys. So Giselle's here, Vay is here, Malachi is here, Z is not here, Samantha's here, Jaron is not here, Jahiram is here, Bree is here, Jalen is here, Terry is here, Cam is here, Todd is here, Brandy's not here, Maura is not here, Tay Tay is here, Samuel is here, Jace is here, Jaden is not here, neither is Sanaya, Tay is here, and Juwan's not here. Okay. You said groups of 4, Miss King?
Yes.
So we'll have 2 groups of 4 and 2 groups of 2, or 2 groups of 3? Is that okay with you? All right, sweet. Team 1, here.
Team one's gonna be Jalen, Tay, and Tay Tay, and Jahiram. Group 2 is gonna be Cam, Samuel, Malachi, and Giselle. Group 3 is Samantha, Todd, Bree, and then group 4 is Jace, Terry, and Vea. You guys can get up and move. It's the 2 of you. You guys are group 1, and then you are group 2. Yeah, you guys are group 1. And then, Tay and Jalen. Losing my mind, sorry.
What group was I in again? What group was I in again?
You're in group 2.
Oh. Oh. Where's my group?
Samuel, you're in group 2.
You have to pull up a chair, Samuel.
Yeah.
It's a group of 4.
Just grab, that desk from the building.
Okay.
Okay, so our thinking question for today is, what information can you get from a histogram that's easier to interpret than other representations of data? I'm gonna give you guys about 3 minutes to think about this. I want you to write it on your board, just come up with like a list of things that you think would be easier to see from a histogram than like another form.
What is a histogram?
Yeah. So the question is asking, what information can you get from a histogram that is easier to interpret than other representations of data? So like comparing a histogram like this one to the numbers just listed out, or doing like a pie chart, or doing, you know, a bar chart or something like that. So, and I just want you to write it on your whiteboard. So.
You guys all have a marker? If you don't have a marker, someone grab one from
Yeah,
Miss
there's
King's
more out here.
cup. Tal, will you write it on the other side of the calculator? Team 4, who's gonna be the writer over there? Jace, thank you for volunteering. Jace, grab a marker, see if that green one works. You see that one, right there?
The question is, what information can you get from a histogram that's easier to interpret than other representations of data?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can erase that. And if you need an example of a histogram, you can look back at your bell work, because that's also what that is. I'm just asking you to tell me, like, what can you see from that chart that you wouldn't be able to see if it were in a different format?
First block. Now work about histograms.
It's all because I'm thinking about these.
Ms. King, I see 2 to 3 teams that have something. Nah, Jace, you write. You volunteered.
What information can you get from a histogram that is easier to interpret than other representations of data?
And then a different type of representation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking at what the bars represent, so
No, that's why.
numbers, graph, like the.
Everything else could be pulled down from
You said something about people.
Yeah.
Which means in this case, 0 to 9, you don't have to.
Range.
Yeah, you could say yes and range of numbers for a child. Okay. About that? I don't know, this team over here has got 2 things already, what about everybody else? Oh, you got 2 things? Oh, so you tied with us then?
We got 3.
Oh, you got, we gotta
Actually,
go
we have
back.
3.
We got 3, oh, we got 3 too, we got 3 too, looks like Todd, you need to get one more.
I'm just right.
Okay. Finish up whatever you're writing, and then we're gonna come back together and talk about it a little bit.
Oh, there's a trash can right here.
Giselle in 4K. I'm watching you right now.
What? You're looking at me first, bro. What you mean? Stop looking at me.
Todd, let me see that money.
I wrote 3
Alright.
points.
So, the question was, what information can you get from a histogram that's easier to interpret than other representations of data? Does anybody have an answer that they want to share? Todd?
The number of things for one section.
Okay, so when you say number of things for one section, what section are you talking about?
Like, on the graph we did, it would say like a number,
This one?
yes, and it would tell you how many people were in that one section. But if it was like a line graph, it would just be one dot, so you couldn't tell if it was overlapping or not.
This is very true. Does anybody else have anything
I
that they
was
want to
saying,
share?
I want to share,
Okay.
how much time spent, or how many people did, or you spent how, or radio time.
Hold on, guys. I couldn't hear Tay. What was that?
I said, how much time spent, or how many people did, or you spent, or radio time.
Okay. I like the time spent thing. If I were to answer this question, I think what I would say is the fact that you have ranges in your data. So if you were to look at this as like a pie chart, right, you wouldn't be able to tell as easily, oh, this person spent between 0 and 9 minutes, but these people spent between 10 and 19 minutes. It would just be 2 slices that were like, they wouldn't be represented as well as they are here. They wouldn't make as much sense, I guess, if that makes sense.
This team had the range of numbers.
Yeah, that's a good one. This team also has range of time up here, so really good job on that, guys. But like what I'm saying basically is there are 4 people in this bar right here, right? So that means, and the bar goes between 10 and 19. So that means that there are 4 people in there, so somebody could have spent 11 minutes, somebody could have spent 14 minutes, somebody could have spent 16 minutes, somebody could have spent another 16 minutes, and they're all in the same category. So this is good for representing like a bigger stretch of numbers, if that makes sense. So, because if you were to do this like a bar chart, then each individual number would have to be its own bar. And then you would have to have almost 70 bars, which is a lot, so. Alright, we're gonna move on. So, I need you guys to listen for 1 second. So what we're gonna be doing today is I'm gonna have you guys make your own histograms using data from your classmates. So I'm going to pass out a blank piece of paper, and each group is gonna have 1 question. So I want you to nominate 1 person from your team to be the question asker. That person is gonna get up. You guys listening? Perfect. that person is gonna get up and move to other groups and ask the people at the other groups their answer to your question. So group 1 is gonna have question 1, group 2 is gonna have question 2, group 3 is gonna have question 3, and group 4 has question 4. I'm gonna give you some more instructions a little bit later, but for right now, I want you to nominate your question asker. And I want you to think about how you want to plan this.
Okay, you guys go.
You can also erase your whiteboard.
Team 1, which question do you guys have? Team 2,
2.
3, 4.
And
What question do you guys have?
It has to be in the same format.
It's gonna be the same type of graph, but I'm gonna have you do it on the board instead.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, we got the fourth question?
Mhm.
On the scale.
So you guys are gonna pick one person from your group to go around and ask the other teams your question, and you're gonna write down their answer.
Do you write down their name and their answer?
Question answer?
You write down their name and their answer?
Because then that's how you know that you asked everything.
I'm around this
Okay.
on the paper. You already question 2.
Yeah, that's a good idea. If you're gonna be the question asker, I would write down your question on the paper. Alright, are we ready? Everybody have a question asker? Perfect. I think we should do this like stations. So if you are the question asker at group 1, you're gonna get up and move to group 2. And if you're the question asker at group 2, you're gonna get up and move to group 3. Group 3 question asker, get up and move to group 4, and then group 4 to group 1. Yes. You have 2 minutes to ask your question.
How many slices of pie do you guys eat on Thanksgiving?
Oh, it's just a general question, like, you might not really.
No, Cam is the question I asked.
Oh, okay. Who's your question?
You don't like pie?
Guys, math is very fun.
I'll be.
Okay, so you need to go over there and ask them. Take your paper with you so you can
No,
write down the
Cameron.
answers.
What was your question? Anyways, how many minutes does your family usually eat?
I mean, okay. So you don't like pie? What about you?
How many hours do y'all spend traveling?
One.
The whole day?
Pretty much that's how it's going for everybody, because yes, it's the entire day. Yes. Everybody, whoever goes, first come, first served, but yes, the entire day.
Well, your name spelled T-A-Y-L-O-R.
Oh, that was it?
But
You gotta ask her.
I just don't want to get crazy. Wait, we're not moving it. Just stay with your group for 1 second.
Wait, is that it?
This cake, it has been one second.
I know.
It's a five.
Okay, perfect. You guys can move on to the next group now.
Oh.
You asked all of them?
Yeah, they stay all day.
So do you
They
try
don't
it all?
stay all day.
All day
No,
long.
so it's less than one?
Dinner.
Just say.
Yeah.
I'm over there now with group 2.
Hey.
Do you want any more for Thanksgiving?
How many slices of pie do you guys eat on Thanksgiving?
Okay, figure it out, come on, Terry. Go, got it, short time. Okay. Say what?
Five.
What?
You did not say 5.
Yes.
You said five?
You said 5.
Yeah, pie. How much time? You don't eat pie?
So he's 0. You need 2 at least.
Put me down for a pool.
That's the fourth.
Oh,
Oh, you gotta ask her too, how many?
Nice number, bro.
Yes, remember when I come
Giselle.
They put me down.
How much you like
So
turkey?
her 0 too.
Zero?
Okay.
Your name is J-A-Z-Z.
You don't eat the apple pie from McDonald's?
No, I
Four.
don't even like pie at all.
I love pie.
Seven.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like, turkey?
Four and a half.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna go see.
6, 7.
This was your first.
Give me four.
And the fourth.
Hello, sir.
And the fourth person. Who's the fourth person?
No, ask us first. I told you.
9, 4, 7, I'll ask the question.
No, you're supposed to ask us questions.
Cam.
Alright, guys,
On the,
you've got 30 more seconds.
Ask us the question.
I'm asking this group first.
You guys afterwards.
on a scale of 1 to 10, Cameron, how much do you like turkey?
Solid five.
You're going.
How many times the pie do you
Did they ask you?
Are we having a
How many sauces of pie do you
Ask
like?
us
Jason.
Stay at home.
No. Are we on to the next group? All right, Samantha, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like turkey?
About like.
To answer your question, look,
Cam, come ask us this question.
I started at the beginning.
Oh, if I
Three, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like turkey? It's B-R-E, right?
I'm not you, sir.
I'm not gonna lie. So you wanna ask everybody else?
Alright, finish asking your last questions.
Knock on. How many sauces pie do you on Thanksgiving?
Traveling.
Oh, I don't
None? You don't like pie?
I don't like pie, I just don't get it.
Let's not do that, no, 10 15 minutes or
Todd, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like turkey?
Not minutes, girl. I'll say that.
Todd,
I'll say 1
on a
hour.
scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like turkey?
You.
How many hours?
8.
Alright, start moving back to your groups.
7 hours.
Hey, all y'all can say
Do we ask our own group or no?
Yes.
Oh, sure.
That's what I was just gonna say. If you have not your if you haven't asked your own group yet, the answers to your question, make sure you ask your own group members too for your question.
Really? You
They on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like turkey?
0.
No, 45, 50, 45, 50.
Terry, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like turkey?
45, 50. 45, 50.
500 million? 500 minutes divided by 60.
Also from the 2, right?
Yeah.
Do 500 divided by 60.
500 divided by 6.
Bless you.
Thank you.
83 hours?
Alright guys, listen up real quick. If you got asked question number 1, raise your hand. If you answered question number 1 for group 1.
Nobody asked me a question at all.
So,
Nobody asked me a question at all.
okay, so if you don't have your hand up, wait, okay. So can we swap? If you did not get asked question number 1, raise your hand. If you did not get asked question number
It should be only the people who are asking the questions, right?
Right. So Cam, what was your answer to question number 1?
Oh, I didn't.
Like, think about it.
Think about it.
Mhm. So the group 1 can know the answer and write it down.
10 minutes?
10 minutes, okay. Todd, what's your answer to question number 1?
I don't know.
I said like
Estimate.
Yeah.
15.
Okay. And Jace?
60 minutes.
Just say an hour, bro. Just say an hour.
No, that's.
it says minutes.
It
not
said how many
hours.
minutes, Brody?
So just say an
Alright.
hour instead of 60 minutes.
60 minutes.
Question number 2. Raise your hand if you did not get asked question number 2. Okay, Tay Tay,
Yes,
what's
you
your
did.
answer?
She got asked.
Nah.
Do you have it?
She says.
Wait, that's this group. Cam, did you get Tay Tay's answer?
I don't think so.
Well, yeah, 0.
0.
Oh, you
I don't like pie.
Cam, write that down. Who else did not get asked question number 2? What's your answer, Jace?
0.
Hey.
Alright.
Nobody.
Question number 3. Raise your hand if you did not get asked question number 3. Todd, what's your answer?
I think I get asked that question.
It wasn't explicitly stated.
Yeah.
That's my fault, if anything.
I don't even go for the third.
Jason, you said you didn't get asked question number 3 either, right?
Yeah,
What's your answer?
I'll say 0.
Okay. And last one, question number 4. Raise your hand if you did not get asked question number 4. Tay, what's your answer?
You lying, on my life you lying. She lying. She lying, I
She
already.
can say it again, just to make sure.
0?
It said 1 through 10, not 0%, by the way, man.
1.
Not 0%.
I think that was a 1.
Yeah, I put her as a 1.
We can round to 1.
Yeah.
Alright.
I already put that down.
Alright, so I'm gonna have you guys use this data to create histograms, but we're gonna do it in steps. So the first step is I want you to create your bins. So think about the numbers that you have, right? If you have like a bunch of 1s and a bunch of 2s and a bunch of 3s, then maybe your bins should just be from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. But if you have a bunch of bigger numbers, like for question 4, it's a scale of 1 to 10. So if you have like some 2s and then some 5s and then some 7s, maybe your bins should be like 0 to 2 and then 2 to 4. Right, team 4?
Yeah.
Perfect. So think about what you want your bins to be, and then think about the labels for your axes. So what are you gonna label the x-axis? Like if you look back at your bell work, you saw how the x-axis was labeled minutes. Think about your labels for your graph specifically. So talk with your team about it and write them on your board.
Wait, so are you making ones? Like, do you make them?
You're gonna be making your histogram.
On the back of the paper or?
I'm gonna have roll my paper.
On the board or the back?
But when you do it, the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to write down your bins, like it is on your bell work, but for your question specifically, and then label your axes.
Okay, so number,
Could you
do I write the number of students as well?
Thank
Do I write the number of students as well?
We're not there yet. Just make sure you get your bins written down and then you have your labels. Thank you guys.
Is that a real thing? On the board?
How many guys?
I'm making my release.
Well, we're gonna do it on the board though, it's like. It's okay.
So that's it.
I have to just write down.
Am I
You
labeling?
can't use the such thing
So
as a
Malachi,
bird
why don't
flu.
you get 38?
Yes!
You're lying.
I think I got the bird flu.
Am I doing it again?
So we're gonna be choosing our bins, so let's look at our data. What numbers do we have here?
2, 1, couple, 1, 2, 1, 4,
Zeros.
and 3.
So do you think that we should make our bins?
2.
Sorry. So our bins are gonna be 1 width, so when we write this, I think it might help. Thank you. I think it might help to look at your bell work again. So like you can see here, we're gonna be making one of these for our thing. Right. Perfect. Although I might scoot it over a little so you remember to write.
I've already made mine.
You ready to score?
So like you see how here we have categories, and they look like, you know, the x-axis and the y-axis. So go ahead. So what do you guys think our first category or bin is gonna be for this?
0.
Samuel?
Yeah, 0.
0 or,
1.
but it's a range, right? So it's gonna be from 0 to 1. So you can label this as 0 to 1. So it'll be like
Just give you
1 second. I'll be right over.
Wait, so you said you don't dirty have this one and it's a range. No. Cause Todd's on 0-3.
This is actually 2 hours.
Oh, no.
What should be more than?
How many people said 0? 8. So then they like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 6, 8. Something like that. How many people said from 0 to 2?
Okay, so what is our data here?
Continue, okay, and then draw your own. Sound good? I'm gonna have to make these numbers a bit more private. The largest amount of slices of pie.
That's not your tag, bro. What you give out?
The way that I would do this, since you have such a big range, I would probably group them by hours.
He's right.
But that would just bring it, and then have like a 5 hours. So that would be a good, that would be like a lot of minutes.
This came when you're done, keep it over here for a second.
Yes, 1 second.
What's the highest rating? Did anybody say 10? What's the highest you
I would
got?
say,
I don't
I
have
would
a
say
6 or something.
but I would say, I would think about it in terms of hours, so like 0 minutes and then 0 hours to 1 as a category. So then your 35, your 50, your 36 would all be in that same category.
I'm
So that
actually
makes sense.
Samuel, once everyone has their graphs,
So like, how
Yes.
you?
1 second.
so then how many people got from there?
Sorry. But yeah, so.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Everybody change back up that.
So this be 0.
From.
Okay.
1, 2, this is yours.
But it's a category. So like, if you, this was an hour. If this was an hour. This would be 35 minutes. But this would be
3
2
to
hours.
You see what I mean?
Like you would need a whole nother
And then 5 to
thing.
6. Yeah, not the rest. I hope you guys have it.
Cause like if you look at your notebook too, like it's the same way with, like this is just in minutes and yours would be.
What do you think? Take you very good minute, but I got.
Yo, what's up?
Yes.
No, that's already my joke. You guys, I thought we were watching the Super Bowl.
And then
We
where
are.
would your like dividers go?
Be quiet, I'll leave. Goodness. Can you take your pass and come back?
All are doing great. Keep up the great work.
Much better.
So sarcastic.
No, I'm being sincere.
You do?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, he might actually be
What
serious.
does she think of another question?
I'm actually
Like on the board, or just.
Like another question to ask? And make another one.
Let me get this.
It doesn't have to be Thanksgiving.
Okay, good. Hi. I'm gonna get a close-up of your histogram.
Think just one.
Looking good. Thank you, Jace.
So we're gonna start making our bars.
Can I get a close-up of that histogram?
But
What you got going on the x-axis right here?
The hours.
The hours.
The hours.
Yeah, Miss
Mmm.
Miss King taught us. She she helped us.
Make sure you label your
The
answers.
hours.
Good.
So like what
The
did
hours.
zero-
Good.
what did you
Okay.
Ooh, the,